Wouldn't it be great if everyone at your office or your place of employment, they were happy and awarded for their achievement? Well, joining us today, Andy Swann. He's the author of this book. It's a new book called The Human Workplace. Swann is one of the top experts in the country at helping companies improve the working environment by changing the way we communicate, think, and collaborate. We welcome Andy to the show in Cincinnati this morning. Hello, Andy.
Good morning, Frank. How are you doing?
We're doing great here in Cincinnati. So you have a lot of experience with this. Why did you write The Human Workplace? Why is it relevant into today's society?
Okay, absolutely. So, I mean, you clearly love your job, Frank, right?
I love my job.
So many people... Absolutely, and what a great place to be. So many people don't love their job. So many people are probably getting up today, going to work, thinking, do I really want to be doing this? While at the same time, their bosses are thinking, how can I get more? How can I create success? And how can I help these people work better? And then you turn on the news and you hear things like, time's up, me too. You hear about discrimination in the workplace. You hear about inequality in pay, all of these things. And then you hear about startups who are doing cool stuff, and 3 people in a garage can change the world.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff comes together. And I spend my time in some of the biggest companies in the world, so Fortune 50 companies, and I discovered that they're doing some really cool things too to enable people to do their best work. And if they can, then absolutely anybody can reap the benefits of the idea that when people thrive, organizations thrive too.
I think sometimes too, people, you know, they hear of like the Google mentality, you know, everybody working on the floor, eating snacks all day. I mean, they don't do that, but you know what I mean, that kind of hipster, fresh. Can you still have a good work environment where you feel rewarded that is still more of the traditional, you know, desk job, 9-to-5 type thing?
Completely. You don't have to rip down the corporate structure or the traditions of your company to make it amazing and enable people to do their best work. That's the message of The Human Workplace. It's that people should be respected, have the freedom and the flexibility to go to work every day and be recognized and able to do their absolute best work, contribute the best, because when they can do that, the organization benefits, and that's where financial success and shareholder value and all of that stuff comes from. But it starts with treating people well.
Now, okay, if you're an employee and you love your job, but you know what? You have ideas and you can make suggestions to make it better. I mean, how do you tell employees to approach their superiors and their bosses to maybe change that culture?
Absolutely. So there's 2 sides to this. One, the responsibility of the organization to unleash the flow of information and communication, which is covered in The Human Workplace. But most importantly is this idea of positive activism, where anybody, regardless of their job, their seniority level, whatever role they play in the organization, can take responsibility because they believe enough in doing something positive for the company and they can see a need in doing it, so they can take that responsibility and accountability for just going ahead and doing it and then dealing with the consequences after, because it's in the interest of the business. You
know, life changes so much. Technology, I mean, that is a huge role in our lives and whatnot. A company that may have been very successful and a great place to work 10, 15 years ago, do you find that those type of companies have a hard time keeping up and developing and moving forward?
I mean, the world turns every day, you know. If we stop still, the world keeps turning, and I think that's the case for business. Just because something worked 15 years ago, it doesn't mean it's going to work now, because technology moves on, people's demands move on, what consumers and what employees expect moves on. So you have to keep relevant, and, you know, technology is a big part of that and enables organizations to connect to people and continue to get the data they need to provide the best experience.
The book is The Human Workplace, People-Centered Organizational Development by Andy Swann. Andy, where can we find the book?
Best place to start is my website, andyswann.co, with 2 N's in Swan. There's a great discount code on there for the book, and you can find out a bit more about myself and some of my ideas. And yeah, reach out to me on social media. I'm always up for chatting. Can
you let me know where you bought that shirt, because I'm loving it?
Oh man, this is a pretty green shirt. I don't know if I should be endorsing it, but I get all my shirts from there.
It's a good-looking shirt. Okay, Andy, thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Andy Swann with the Human